Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. I'm your host, VGMKoren, and we are standing outside the Veridian City Gym. Now we're going inside the Veridian City Gym. You can't pay for this kind of commentary. Anyways, the Veridian City Gym leader is ? And, of course, our rival's already been through here and being it.
Yo, champ in the making! Even I don't know the Veridian leader's identity, but one thing's certain, this will be the toughest of all the gym leaders. Also, I heard that the trainers here like ground-type Pokemon.
Alright. Actually, I wanted to point out that statue. The reason I went to it immediately is because in, I believe it was Red and Blue, you could actually find out who the gym leader was by looking at them.
Heh, you must be running out of steam by now.
You're the first trainer I fought in here, unless you happen to mean, you know, I'm feeling done with the game, in which case, no, I'm going to ruin your life. It's going to be great. It's going to be the best. Anyways, yes, they do like their ground-type Pokemon here, which means this is Frodo's time to be a god. Or, well, a half a god. Or not even really a god at all. In fact, he's pretty terrible, but hey, at the very least, he'll be able to Giga Drain his way through trainer Pokemon like nothing else. At least until he runs out of Giga Drains, which is precisely why I'm swapping him out, because he did get his accuracy lowered. He did waste one Giga Drain. We don't want that. Anyways, we're gonna let Flopflump level up now. So, this is basically just a... oh god, yeah, the trainers here have Hyper Potions now, so that's a thing. This is the ground gym, and it's basically going to be all the Pokemon you've been fighting normally.
I ran out of gas!
Well, that's probably a good thing for you.
You'll need power to keep up with our gym leader.
Alright, and you?
Roar! I'm working myself into a rage!
Alright then, that's good for you. And bad for us, I guess. Now, judging by him, he has fighting types. So, Machops, Machokes, and those kind of things are going to be what we find along with the ground-type Pokemon. So, Bahamut can go out and just fly his way to victory. Good job. I thought you were going to fail me for a moment there, Bahamut. He's going to send out Machoke, and that changes nothing about what we're doing. As you can see, fighting types really aren't very good against flying types that don't have normal attached to them. Unfortunately, that's most flying types, so yeah. And Bahamut isn't exactly what I would call the best attacker in the game.
Warg!
Okay, that's good for you.
I'm still not worthy!
Okay.
Pokemon and I, we make wonderful music together.
Okay, good. So yeah, Veridian City Gym, it's going to be a fun ride. And oh my god, does he have a whip? Are they whipping Pokemon here? What? I mean, sure, I'm just like hitting them with water cannons and fire and draining their life energy, but I'm not hitting them with a whip. This argument kind of fell apart, didn't it? Anyways, one Rhyhorn later, Frodo doesn't even level up.
You are in perfect harmony. Ooh, yeah.
Do you know the identity of our gym leader? Well, it's a secret, so no, I don't. Anyways, as you might have noticed, this place uses arrows. The truly talented win with style. And it's filled with trainers like that. I actually kind of like this gym just because it's a great place to gain a bunch of experience, especially when you only have 5 Pokemon that you're using in your team. Now, some of you may have noticed that I actually did this on kind of purpose. The reason I took Rodney's out, oh god, the reason I took Rodney's out of the team is because, well, it's easier to level your Pokemon up if, well, you only have 5 of them instead of 6 of them. That's what I was going for. It took me a while to get there, but I'm glad I did. Anyways, Frodo goes to level 39. I can't talk today, apparently. And we're going to send in Flopflump, because Frodo is now ahead of everyone else in the team. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I got rid of Rodney's, aside from Rodney's not being very good in general, is because you can level up 5 Pokemon much faster than you can level up 6 Pokemon. And with Articuno kind of sitting there being a god and just waiting for me to use it at any given time, that's going to give us a lot to work with. Now, I think Nidorina has Poison Point, which poisons you if you make physical contact with Nidorina, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to set it on fire instead. Fire achieved! Nidoqueen, however, is a Ground-type Pokemon, so that's something to keep in mind. Thankfully, the burn kept Bahamut alive, and we're going to keep fighting trainers even though our Pokemon are starting to, you know, go away. It's going to be great. The leader will scald me for losing this way. What other way would there be to lose? I'm curious. Anyways, let's send out Kicktron and let him get some experience, because he needs it, I guess. And you talk to this guy, I'm the Karate King, your fate rests with me, and he blocks off the path that you want to go down, because he's just a jerk like that. So we're going to have to kick him in the face. Alright, Kicktron, I believe in you. Kick him in the face. Oh god, you kicked him in the face, and he kicked you much harder in your face. Let's hope that doesn't happen with Machops. Nope, it didn't. Alright, so... oh god, I think this is going to end in pain, but who cares? Not me. I'm a terrible trainer. I am just the worst. Let's go ahead and fly, finish Machoke off, get Bahamut to level 40. Oh, my Pokemon are actually getting to be a decent level in the game. Ah yeah! Usually at this point I'm still in the mid-30s. The Pokemon League, you don't get cocky! Well, that just makes me feel bad about myself, and now I'm sad. And I'm so sad that I'm going to go heal all these Pokemon. And we're back in the gym. After, you know, doing that. Healing! Healing, that's what we were doing. I am apparently just not on top of it right now. It's kind of great and terrible. So if you hit these spinning things, you'll go spinning away. Your Pokemon will cower at the crack of my whip. My Pokemon set people on fire. I think we already went over this in this episode, and we realized that, you know, why do you have a poison type in a fighting, or in a ground gym? Why do they have fighting types in a ground gym? I don't know. Because apparently gym standards in the earlier generations, or the first generation at least, weren't quite up to par with what we're used to now. So they just kind of accepted anyone. They're like, alright, do you want to be a... Question 1, do you want to be a trainer in our gym? Question 2, really? And that's all there was. Anyways, Tauros intimidates Fatty Fatty, and Fatty Fatty's already actually lost tons of stats, so I probably shouldn't fight him like this, but I did it anyways, and it went fine. It was great. Youch! Whiplash! And we can make some whispa noises. Wait, I was just careless! Nope, I'm moving on. And we're getting on this one, and we're gonna fight this guy. This guy's the best. Karate is the ultimate form of martial arts! And, I guess? I guess. Anyways, he has him a choke like all these other people, and we're gonna go ahead and poison him, and go ahead and flash him down. Oh god, okay, never mind, we're going to Giga Drain him instead, because that was painful. Another Giga Drain, and the Machoke goes down. And he's probably screaming. And what about you? If my Pokemon were as good as... If I were... No. Nope. I can't talk, and I can't say it. I'm sorry. It just failed. Veridian Gym was closed for a long time, but now our leader is back. Yay! And all the trainers came back. I mean, I guess that makes sense. The leader comes back and he has to kind of take in anyone who wants to be in his gym because, well, his gym was closed for forever. It's not the best thing he could do, but you know. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and murder all these Sandslashes with Extreme Prejudice. Frodo will gain to level 40, and we'll continue to murder all these things with Extreme Prejudice. Was that my last Giga Drain? Yep, it was. Great job, me. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and swap over to Flop-Flump and surf him down. As many times as we have to summon an ocean, we will do it. Nidoking also gains the ground type, and it looks so cool. I wish that Pokemon was great, but as you can see, his Thrash did 30 damage. And Thrash is a very powerful move. It's... I wish Nidoking was good. He's one of the coolest designs in the game to me. And Nidoqueen is, well, she has... Never mind. I was beaten? And yes, you were beaten. You can go onto the Pokemon League only by defeating our gym leader. That was what he was going to say. Anyways, now we've taken part of that completely optional side of the gym, we're going to go ahead and heal again because, well, Frodo's out of Giga Drains. Giga Drains restored, and with that, we are ready to move on and go around this guy. Now, the reason why this gym can be a little annoying is you have to do that if you fight him. You have to go up to the right, and you have to go around him if you fight him. If you reset the gym, then you have to come back around to where he was and walk past him. Alright, we're gonna go see who the gym leader is. Who could it be? Dun 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 dun. And that's right, it's Giovanni. Welcome to my hideout. It shall be so until I can restore Team Rocket to its former glory. But you have found me again, so be it. This time I'm not holding back. Once more you shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer. And gym leader fight. That's right, Giovanni, leader of Team Rocket, is also the leader of the gyms. Which, when you think about it, is kind of really dumb. Like, the 8th gym leader, like, the Pokemon League has to appoint these guys, right? So what were they like? Just like, okay, well, this guy is a criminal organization leader. Let's just make him a gym leader. Who thinks like that? Who thinks like that? Anyways, as always, we won't be fast-forwarding for a gym battle because gym battles are awesome. Now, he has a variety of interesting ground Pokemon, including his own Rodneys. Now, this was actually a giant mistake for me to not swap Frodo out because I forgot that... Oh, never mind. Oh, man, that was just sad. I thought that Earthquake would actually one-shot Frodo because Poison is weak to ground, but Grass is actually strong against ground, which means that it just kind of lets Rodney's terrible, terrible attack shine through. And when it's not super effective hitting something, it's not really hitting something at all. Now, Nidoqueen, as you can tell, is one hot Pokemon. Unfortunately, just like its, male brother, Nidoking, it's not useful. And unfortunately, Intimidate makes it more not useful. As you can see, Body Slam will do almost nothing to me. Now, this is the point in the game where your Pokemon vastly outpower your opponent's Pokemon despite being numerous levels below them. I've always wondered why this is, because it's not the case in other Pokemon games, but it really is here. And we're going to go ahead and use Frodo some more, because Frodo doesn't get very many chances to be awesome, and this is his time to shine. So he has a level 50 Rhyhorn. A level 50 Rhyhorn. Why has that not evolved yet? I hope his last Pokemon is Rhydon, because that is the evolution of Rhyhorn, and please tell me that they didn't decide that he doesn't get a Rhydon. Oh god. Okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever, remake. Do what you want. Have a Nidoking as his last Pokemon. I'm sure that's just for the best, and not have him have an awesome Rhydon. I'm going away. Anyways, Nidoking is his last Pokemon, level 45, not even level 50 like the Rhyhorn, and we're just gonna go ahead and take care of business. Giovanni is not the most difficult gym leader if you have grass or water types, as you might have guessed. And that tends to be most of this game, is if you have grass and water types, you will be fine. You will be great, in fact. So, Nidoking goes down, Flop Flump levels up, and we have beaten Giovanni for the last time. No, really. Alright. Ha! That was a truly intense fight. You have won. As proof, here's the Earthquake badge. Earth badge. I am really bad at reading today. God. And you get $5,000 for winning, because that's awesome. The Earth badge makes Pokemon of any level obey without question. It is evidence of your mastery as a Pokemon trainer. With it, you can challenge the Pokemon League. Also, take this TM. Consider it a gift for your Pokemon League challenge. And you get TM26, which is Earthquake. It is a powerful attack that causes a massive tremor. I made it when I ran the gym here far too long ago. Having lost in this fashion, I can't face my followers. I have betrayed their trust. As of today, Team Rocket is finished forever. As for myself, I shall dedicate my life to training again. Let us meet again someday. Farewell! And he's gone. You will not see Giovanni ever again. So he's left, and we're done with this gym. Which, it was a fun gym. It was a short gym, but it was a fun gym. Blow me away. Blow me away! Giovanni was the gym leader of Veridian? I had to make that more obnoxious. Let's try one more time, in fact. Blow me away! Giovanni was the gym leader of Veridian? Oh yeah, that was what I needed. That was the one. I kind of got my whole body into it. I don't know if you could hear my chair shaking, but I was kind of just flailing about while I was saying it. What am I talking about? Let's go heal our Pokemon. Okay. So, we're going to heal our Pokemon and use Earthquake right away. Now, Earthquake is one of the most valuable TMs in games where Earthquake isn't reusable. It is the best ground attack, and just in general, one of the best attacks in the game. So, you should always be careful who you choose to teach it to. Now, I believe I have someone who can use it, and someone who should use it. Let's find out. Now, in the original games, he actually didn't give you Earthquake. He gave you, at least, I believe he didn't give you Earthquake. Please tell me if I'm wrong. I'm going to go ahead and teach Fatty. Oh, God. Flop Flump. Earth is a physical... Oh, wow. I have such good choices, but we're going to go with Flop Flump. And the reason we're going to go with Flop Flump is Flop Flump really needs an attack to take it power of its massive attack stat. And both Charizard and... Why am I teaching... You know, it would make sense on... This is a terrible thing I just did. Because Charizard would have been able to fight ground types if I had taught it Earthquake. But probably not, because they would just throw rocks at it, and Fatty just doesn't need it. And, you know, I'm done deliberating. I have made my decision. I already did it. Let's move on. In the original games, Giovanni gave you a move that was an instant kill. It had a 30% chow. God, I forgot about this.
What? Koren, what a surprise to see you here! So you're going to the Pokemon League? You collected all the badges too? That's cool. Then I'll whip you, Koren, as a warm-up for the Pokemon League. Come on!
And you have another rival fight, right where you fought him for the second time, and also the first real time. And of course he sends out Pidgeot first, which means that Frodo was the worst possible thing I could have ever sent out. Now, Pidgeot is a flying type, and flying types are weak to ice. And ice is a thing that this bird is. And birds are great when they're shooting ice lasers out of their mouth. And that's what we're doing here to this Pidgeot right now. That's right, this rival fight is basically a test to see if you can take on the Elite Four. He is roughly not as powerful as one of the Elite Fours, but he is fairly good. Now he's going to send out Rhyhorn, which... What are you doing? Just why? Why are you sending out Rhyhorn? What is your problem? But we're going to go ahead and roll with the punch and send out Frodo. Why won't these people let their Rhyhorns evolve? I don't understand. And as with all rival battles, we actually have caught up with him significantly in levels since the time that we fought him in Silph Co. This is in part because I got rid of Rodney's and they stopped talking experience, but it's also because we've just been really smart about the way we've played this game. Now, Alakazam is an extremely fast, extremely powerful Pokemon, as I noted before, but the AI usually just makes it terrible. But if you do fight one, you kind of want to send out either something that can outrun it, or something that can take its bulk, take the hit from Psychic, and then turn it back against itself in a body slam, because it has terrible defense. So even though... Oh, man. Alright, well, body slam is disabled, which is Fatty's only real attack, so we're going to go to sleep instead. Now, this is an interesting strategy because I am going to take that Psychic, but then I will go back up to full HP. And over the next 2 turns, Snore should be able to take Alakazam out. I hope. Snore is actually an extremely weak attack, so we'll see if it works. This rival fight, I always forget this rival fight happens for... Well, let's keep that a secret. But yes, this rival fight is one of the more fun rival fights, and also one of the more difficult ones because he sends out a Growlithe. I am talking you up, and you send out a Growlithe. What is wrong with these trainers? Everyone in the first generation is like, I don't want my Pokemon to evolve. They're too awesome. Or something. Anyways, I think he's also going to intimidate us, which cuts our attack and means that Surf remains more viable than Earthquake. I really should have taught Snorlax Earthquake. I made a mistake, I think. But that's okay, I hope, because, well, whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I regret nothing. Execute, of course, is a Grass-type Pokemon, which means we're going to set it on fire. As you can see, at this point, if you have a diverse team, you can type match to whatever your opponent sends out. Being able to type match means that you can win fights when you are significantly under the opponent's level, say 40 to 45. Also, it helps when they don't evolve their Pokemon because, well, yeah. Anyways, he's going to send out Blastoise, and we are going to send out Frodo. Now, Blastoise, as you can see, is awesome because of its cannons. I mean, look at those. They're just so cool. And Rain Dance makes it even more dangerous because it increases the damage of Water-type moves by 50%, and also gives Thunder a 100% hit accuracy. So, as you can see, we're kind of screwed at the moment because, oh god, super effective hit, barely did 1/4 of his HP. Let's poison him. And then he proceeds to bite me. Bite actually is probably going to do less damage than a Water-type move in this situation because, well, I don't know actually. It loses half of its effectiveness because Water-type, because Grass-type, but then it also gets that 50% boost from Rain Dance, but I guess you also get the flinch from Bite, so, you know, it's fine. But this is precisely what I'm talking about. 13 levels above, and I'm willing to bet that I can win this fight against this Blastoise with just Frodo. And that is kind of how we're going to have to approach the Elite Four, because the Elite Four has absurdly high-level Pokemon. It's a great time. And by that I mean it's a terrible time. It's going to be great. Anyways, we have just about finished up this rival fight, and Water Gun. You could have used Hydro Pump, Surf, anything else, and you used Water Gun. I am trying to make you look like a challenge game, but you're just not letting me do it. And I'm sad. I'm sad because of it. Anyways, Frodo goes up to level 42, gains even more stats, and has become one of our best Pokemon, aside from the fact that his moves have no power points. What? I was just careless, you. I forgot to evolve my Pokemon, or teach them good moves, or anything like that. That loosened me up. What? I'm ready for the Pokemon League. Koren, you need more practice. But hey, you know what? I'm out of here. Smell ya. And he's gone. So with that, our rival battle in the same place that we had our second and first real rival fight, we are ready to look at this sign that says Pokemon League Front Gate, walk up to it dramatically, and then have me say, this is the end of the episode. If you want to see what the Pokemon League looks like and hear the awesome music of your journey to Pokemon League, then you're going to have to join me in the next one, where we finally go through what is still one of my favorite sequences to get into the Pokemon League to this day. I hope to see you then, because it'll be great. And this is the part where I make the end of the episode awkward again. Nope, not today. It's over. Goodbye.